Hey guys, so I'm at 5 and review time for this. I'm going to review Family Guy Back to the Multiverse. Good game, to my knowledge, it's the first Family Guy game on the 360. Of course, 360 now you would consider an old console. I still consider it the best until I get it. So, you know, if you're a Family Guy fan, you'll love this because it's basically like a special Road to episode kind of thing. So it's like the Stu and Brian revolving around them. So the plot is, here's how the plot is. The game opens up with Brian having to cancel Stu for going on a picnic when out of sudden Bertram arrives. If you remember Bertram, it's the half brother from Stewie. But he was killed in another episode when they went back in time. So you're wondering, how is he there? Well, what happened is, it's apart from another universe where he wasn't killed. And he reveals his plan that he's going to raise an army from the universes and going to kill you. He's going to destroy you, like Stewie's universe, our universe, kind of thing. So they have to go back to the multiverse. And it all essentially opens up with Stewie and Brian humor. With Brian saying, hey, you think I can get one of your ray guns? No, I get Stewie weapons, you get the boring stuff. So the first universe they go to is owned by Greeks. But not like the fat whole wedding Greeks, so the ones in Speedos. I'm talking about the ones that are known as frat boys. But it's not a universe that Bertram has gone to, so you need to find someone to fix it. There you find Mort. Now instantly you do tasks for Mort and he fixes it up for you, which is basically just helping the nerds get the woman. Good way, like a tutorial kind of thing. But what I love about this level is around the area. Around the area, there's many Family Guy characters. There's Peter on the float naked singing the Milkshake song, like he was forced to do in a prison. And there's Lois dressed as a schoolgirl on a table. There's quite a pepping on some people in through a window, and there's Death trying to get someone to go, but she's passed out. So as soon as Mort helps you with that, you go to the next universe, which is an Amish country. Because in this universe where the oil supplies have dried out, and all the people were able to sustain themselves with the Amish. So what happens in this one is they make weapons for Bertram and he leaves. But then you go to as soon as you destroy that big machine thing, you go to this other universe, which is, I'd say it's quite funny. And it's a universe where people with disabilities got so much rights that the eventually just took over. Or cripples. It's basically just cripples, where Joe runs the world. So eventually you go through it, and there is a few funny parts in this. Specifically, we know that Peter is retarded. We're not saying that he is actually retarded. Actually watch the episode Pete Hart, you'll know it. And he's sitting on Meg, Barton on Meg, and it's Meg when she had lost her arms and legs. So that is a kind of little thing at the side. Eventually you get to Joe and you defeat him when he goes into that big wheelchair front from when Peter opened up his restaurant. So that's quite a good boss battle. And then lots of other universes, like Peter's a pirate, there's the evil universe with the evil mayor. The evil mayor universe, I think after you defeat Mayor West, you go to, if you remember back to the Road to the Multiverse episode, they were talking about Mayor McCheese getting shot. So it was the universe where Frank Sinatra wasn't born, and couldn't get influence to get Kerry elected, so it was next not on it. And instead of the JFK assassination, it was Mayor McCheese getting shot. And at this point we think, oh, Lee Harvey Oswald shot it, but it was actually Brian Griffin. You get the word right. Brian and Stewie, asked by evil Mayor West, But it just makes it fun, because we know what happens in the episode. What is meant to be JFK's wife eats Mayor McCheese after he's shot in the head. In the game, that's part there, but Joe comes up in his wheelchair, jumps on it, and says, "Don't laugh at me, we've got a big situation here." So they make it funny. I don't know if they were meant to do that. So as you get into the universes, you stop them, even like Pirate Peter is even stopped. And you even get the universe where Santa's a mercenary, which is kind of probably we're gonna lose Santa because everyone's started buying online. So you eventually find him and kill him, and then once you've done all the other universes, you go back to Quahog. Well, actually, the last mission before you go back to Quahog is an amazing one, and it's along the Fall Guy thing. So parodies, some movies, and there might even parodies some games as well. And it's been a while since I've played this, but I have gotten notes here of good points, but I still remember the plot. The universe is like robot chickens in style of aliens. So the chest bursters are chickens. Eventually you find what's meant, this is like the equivalent of the alien queen, it's like a chicken queen. You rescue this universe's Peter, and you're worried like, oh no, here comes the end of the giant chicken. What are we going to do? Peter fights them off, but as you're going back to Quahog, those two are dropped back into it. So you get a level of basically playing as Peter, kicking the giant chicken's ass. Although that can either end in a way, because the last battle is an uppercut where they get pulled into a jet engine. It can either be you getting it, or Ernie getting put into it. There's two different ways to do that. So now you get to the last level, and then you arrive in Quahog, and then you realize, oh shit, we're too late. How is this possible? Well, you were following around Bertram, but he had an assistant called Gus, so like a plot twist. He made an army he can rely on, because he turns up in a dinosaur with a bomb on his back. And he has assembled a whole army of Bertrams. For that. So you've got to fight off the Bertrams and try to stop the dinosaur getting to the Griffin house. And if you fail, it shows a cutscene of him getting there, disappearing into the universe. The dinosaur eats up Meg. You can't leave Meg alone, can you? Nobody cares about her. And it blows up. The Earth blows up. Peter's sworn towards you, going, "Hey, you lose." You eventually, but when you beat him, it shows almost the same cutscene. The dinosaur's at the Griffin house, but the dinosaur falls down. Bertram falls out. Brian shoots his multiverse remote, and then you feed him to the dinosaur before Stewie shoots it in the head. So Bertram's gone, but they ponder on whether the other Bertrams will turn up. And it depends on how much money they'll make. So we might see a Family Guy sequel, we might not. So that's the plot over with. But we're going to go to the good place, the bad place in a minute. But the chances, because the last point I've got is a good chance of a sequel. I hope they do, but they do, because lately Family Guy have killed O'Brien for some stupid reason. Watch my angry rant on that. And they replaced Brian with an Italian monster dog called Benny. We don't want to see that. We don't want to see this because there won't be much humour. Not as much humour as Brian and Stewie. Right. So obviously the first good point I put in was the good story plot, which I just went over. Good weapons. There's weapons fit for all the characters, including the ones you can play in multiplayer. I'll get to the multiplayer in a minute, because that's a big part of the review right now. And this is the multiplayer it sort of takes up. Is like a big part of the score. So obviously Ryan gets the guns, like bullet guns, like a pistol, flamethrower, shotguns, an assault shotgun basically, and a sniper rifle. Whereas Stewie gets ray guns and all that, and like satchel charges, dynamite, which is basically fit for some missions. But it's also fit for leaving traps in the multiplayer madness mode. In the multiplayer madness mode, I should say. Good costumes. All the characters have sort of costumes that most of them go to like past episodes. Some for in this game and some for just why not. But very cool. Good selection of enemies. Now every universe has enemies switched to like just set for that one. For the Greek one, you've got sorority girls, Greeks, and all that, and the Greek frat boys. The Amish one, you've got the Amish. The crippled one, you've got crippled guys with guns. And the pirates, you've got the pirates, and you also got like robot chickens from the robot chicken level, and the Bertrams from the last level. So that's quite cool. Good selection. Hang on. Family Guy humour. That's a good thing. The point I was about to say is for multiplayer, we'll get to that in a minute. Family Guy humour, there's always Family Guy humour. Like the JFK one, they sort of add humour to that, and it was like the only part of the game. I wasn't sure if I was supposed to laugh at that, because it is quite a dark thing. And it's also like a wink to the other episodes, like it references other episodes, like Evil Stewie. He does make an appearance in this game. Like reference to when he cut when that little bastard, and to when Brian goes, like when Stewie asks him, do you remember Evil Stewie? Brian goes, yeah, the little bastard cut off my tail. So that's basically all the good points. But we're going to go into the multiplayer. So the multiplayer has good selection. You've got the standard deathmatch, like against each other, and you got an infiltration one. It's actually quite a good one. Didn't play much of it with my friend on Christmas. We got it at Christmas last year. Capture the greased up death guy, which is basically you got to shoot him and catch him for a point. And another good one, multiverse madness. I'll get to that last. That'll be like the last point. But there's two bad points, and they're related to multiplayer. Well, there is another one, but I didn't add in this one. Multiplayers are good. Good selection. You can play all the characters in the game, including the DLC ones. So what could go wrong? There's no online. There is no online multiplayer. Now a game like this, good. I mean, the maps are good, and then the maps are good. It'd be good to see like YouTubers like Speedy and that if they were Family Guy fans. I'm not sure if they are. Could be. It's for them to do this. They like Family Guy related stuff. But there's no multiplayer in this. It's single player. So and there's no AI neither. That's the other bad point about it. No AI in multiplayers. Like Gears of War, the Black Ops series of games. Their multiplayer, offline multiplayer, has got bots, like AI. This game could have done with that. Whether it was only one or two or three, like you can go in, try and play capture the grease up death guy with like you're playing this. Like you're like one of these weird Meg people, and you want Meg to fight off like maybe Peter, Lois, and Chris. Do stuff like that. But you can't. There's no AI. There's no multiplayer. So the only way you can play multiplayer like that, play with your friends. So if you want to get all the achievements, but there's no one wanting to do it with you. So I don't have like the game where you don't have friends coming over. You have to plug in another controller to do that. I've had to do that because I was having those achievements there. What's the point of that? Multiverse madness. There is another bad point. I don't remember. Can't remember the other bad point now. Multiverse madness. It's a very good one. Very good multiplayer. It keeps me wanting to play it more. Like I've been wanting to well, a while ago I was wanting to do it with Peter and Quahog, but because we've just lost Brian, I now want to do it as Brian. And there's a good match. There's the map Quahog, there's the space station, there's the Airport 12. There's a lot of other maps, and there's a DLC Pierce Man Boob Sweat Pack. I think adds death into the game. So all the characters now, including the DLC, I'm not allowed to remember. You've got the Family Guy, the family, Brian, Lois, Chris, Meg, Stewie, and Brian, Cleveland, Quagmire, Mary West, and Death. So you've got about 10 characters there. So all the characters have got their own kind of weapons. Lois has got good weapons. But Lois and Meg have got one weapon, and also some other characters do as well. I don't know what it does. I don't know if there's any strippy. I got it while I was playing Multiverse Madness. Fired it in the air, and it did nothing to kill enemies. I don't know if it didn't tell you what it does. But other than that, there's other good weapons. Meg actually has quite a few good weapons. And they've got unique grenades and unique special abilities. Like, pure farce and stunned enemies. Lois, I can't remember what she does. But Meg just lifts her top and shows her boobs. So it's like, stunned enemies. Whereas, like, Stewie and Brian, they have one that can make them powerful. Stewie drinks soda, Brian drinks beer. And you've got unique grenades. Like, Stewie's got these diapers. Throws them and explodes like a grenade. And you've got like power-ups. You've got Joe Swanson. This one. You can get the giant chicken as an ally. Like, you throw him, he'll beat up people for a long time before they just fall over dead. And Joe Swanson will come out with a gun. The epic cat bottle from what made them puke so much. Healing packs, which are very useful. Rupert, like a Rupert bomb, or Rupert in a box actually. You fire a box and it just fires at people. There's a teddy bear that's got like beeps in it, like a grenade or something, like one that like lures them in. So that's quite good. Other thing. I like this. There isn't much glitch. There's not much glitches in this game. So that's a good thing. I've not come across any glitches yet. No glitches that I can find. So it's good so far. I would recommend this game. This campaign would take about, I'd say, around 8 hours. And it's got secondary objectives and collectibles that you want to go back and do. The achievements are rather easy for like you achievement hunters out there. People that are like desperate for achievements. This game is easy to get 100% on, with a few harder ones or challenging ones that you could possibly do. Because Multiverse Madness, there's 2 achievements in that. So by 15 waves, so by 30 waves, and it gets tougher. I mean, the highest I make it is 4. And that was with Peter, but I don't really try it hard. So if there was a chance of a sequel, I'm guessing that they'll make a Bertram come back. But I would like to. I just remember at that point, it would have been good if the family went. Maybe something for the second one. If they make a sequel to this, like they can hear Stewie speak. There has been a few times in the series where they've heard Stewie speak, and like they're watching telly, and Bertram comes in front of them, like, "You may have killed Bertram, but you have to fight me now." So it's like Stewie and Brian explain everything. And this is like after in the series when Brian's returning and he's been killed, because I want him to be a boss in this game so I can kill him. So like, they all go on, but you can switch between all the characters, but it gets tougher. And what could happen, what this is, like, Chris being quite silly, goes and pushes a button, or Meg gets blamed for everything, or she gets captured a lot, or she just gets killed. Something like that. So yeah, I would recommend this game for any of you as a Family Guy version. This would really help. I've really enjoyed the game, and it's definitely worthy of playability, because you get coins and stuff in this. You can upgrade your guns, your stats, to like hold more ammo, hold more health, have more grenades, or you can like buy like power-ups. You can buy stuff at the shop, like Joe Swanson, the giant chicken and all that. That would be quite useful. So that's kind of how it goes. So, you ready for the final verdict? I'll just say you said yes. The final verdict, if I'm going back to the multiverse, is an 8.5 out of 10. And I approve it. I really do approve this game. There was a few things on the back. It's just the multiplayer has held the score back quite bad. The score, it would have been, I guess that if there wasn't any, I'd just leave it at a 9. It'd be a 9 if it didn't have multiplayer, but it has multiplayer there and it has got a drawback. It would actually be an 8, or maybe a 7.5 without multiplayer, like this. Or if it didn't have multiverse madness. But multiverse madness bumps it to an 8.5. But, you know, so the developers of this game, if you're watching, which I highly doubt, you need to listen to this. If you're going to make a sequel to this, put a multiplayer online mode on this. Yeah, it'd be good. So, yeah. So, I hope you enjoyed this review. Comment on below what you thought of this and what your own personal thoughts on this game would be, and what would you give it out of 10. So let me know in the comment section below. Leave a like rating below. Subscribe if you want to. And so yeah, I'm Q-Man 5. Peace out. Should never say that again.